Hello, so we're back with another unboxing video of the Pokemon Thai product, set 5, box A this is. I think it's the second box that we're unboxing, and hopefully we're going to get something good. Yes, and we're going to be answering questions regarding grading of your card, whether you should grade your card or not. And the main question that I think you have to ask yourself is whether you want to sell your card or not. First of all, if you open it yourself and then you have a good memory playing the card, you love the card, maybe it's a little bit rare, costs a little bit of money, and you're not selling anyway, why do you want to grade it? I mean, when you want to grade it, you have to send the card over to your grading company. Will the package get lost on the way? Will you get your grade back and you will get the good grade back? I mean, you're expecting your card to be like a 10, for example, and then you're like, yes, definitely a 10. And then it comes back as 5, and you're like, well, I shouldn't have graded it. I mean, you have a good memory of the card, you think it's a good grade, and it's a good memory for that, and why not just keep it that way? Why risk the grading of your card and waste a little money? There are also cases where card skin, when it returns, it became damaged. The card was sent being in very high condition. It comes back being graded, and then you look at the card is folded. You can see a little season dent on the card, and then it's graded back as like a 3, and you're like, what? That's not my card. I mean, what happened? Yeah, there's also cases like for example, Yu-Gi-Oh card where there was a fake Yu-Gi-Oh card that went to the grading company, and then they graded it as authentic, although it's actually a fake card. And now if you look at it from another perspective, if you're the buyer, you want to go and buy Black Lotus, for example, or maybe Charizard, like the first edition, and then you look at it and it's like they say it's grade 9, grade 10, and you're like, do you believe that? I mean, the question, it will cost a lot of money, and maybe you might have to get a check anyway if you're going to make the transaction and buy it. I mean, there are cases that people, find a way to carefully take out the graded card, and then they put a fake card back in. So before you make a transaction, you might have to get it checked first anyway, because it's going to be a lot of money, right? And also another important factor, which I think the grading company misses, is the fading of the card. I mean, even if you have a highly graded card, and if it's left in sunlight for too long, or if you take it out and then you record on YouTube for too long, and then you show it to a lot of people for too long, the quality and the picture, the coloring of the picture of the card will fade. It will fade more and more, especially if you show it on display. That's why, like, for example, our shop, we don't show any singles. Maybe we show a little bit if the new set comes up, but then after that we put it into our box and keep it in the dark places. But because we know that if you leave it in the sun or in like a light for too long, there will be UV light that will, these cards will absorb and it will fade the color of the card. So you can't get away from it. And from my understanding is that even the best plastic or the best glass can't shield 100% UV. So no matter what you have shielded, if you don't keep it in the dark area, you will lose, the color of the card. The question you might want to ask yourself is, if there's two options, same card, one is graded as 10, but it's very faded in color, you can't see the color too well, it's not as bright anymore, and the other one hasn't been graded and it's been kept in a safe, in a dark place for a long period of time since it was opened, and it's very bright in color, which one would you want to pick? And you do get people saying like, oh, this card is 10 years old, 20 years old, it must be faded in color and things. Well, if you know how to keep it well, you keep it under the dark area, it will be fine, and it will always look fresh. You just take it out whenever you want to see it, and then you just put it back. I think that's all regarding the grading of the card, and please take note that this is not a professional advice regarding this. It is just from a perspective of a shop owner, from what our experience. So please choose to believe what you wish, and I hope some of these guides is useful for you. So let's go back to our box. Looking back, I think we got one ultra rare, we got a lot of GXs, and I think it's a pretty good box overall. So I think that's all, and if you like what you're seeing, please make sure to subscribe to us, and we'll have more unboxing video of other boxes, other TCG, including Pokemon. So yeah, I think that's all from us, and hope you have a good day.